Hey, 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 Pajama Grandma, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, but you can call me Pajama Grandma. In case we haven't met yet, go ahead and put hashtag pajama in the comments below. So I know it's the first time you're being exposed to Pajama Grandma. I want to talk about something that I think can really help you out today. Number one, in getting involved with the Supersize Your Business program, but also in other areas of your life and in different ways of approaching your business and how you go about what you're going to do in terms of moving your business forward, growing or supersizing your business. A lot of times in the past, I would catch myself thinking, especially in the early days of growing my business, the business I'm talking about here was an Italian food manufacturing business. So it's different than a lot of your businesses might be. It might be different than your business, but it doesn't matter what type business we have. The process of supersizing and growing our business, whatever type business it is the same. The science, the process, the steps you need to go through to grow your business is the same no matter what type business you have, whether it's a manufacturing business or a brick and mortar business or a retail business or an e-com business or an agency or an internet marketing business or a coaching business or whatever you can think of, a restaurant, a bar, a spa, a salon, any kind of business that you can think of. How we supersize our business, the process is always the same. What's different is the way we apply that process, the way we apply our unique take on the process to our specific business. But in order to do that, we need to invest. We need to invest things. We might need to invest in learning or education or training. We might need to invest in coaching programs or help and support. We may need to invest in outsourcing or equipment or other resources. It's going to be, again, different for each of us, but anything we want to do is going to require some sort of an investment, usually an investment of our time, which is our most valuable resource, but also an investment in our money, our resources, our funds. So what I want to do on this quick video is show you 3 ways. I'm gonna do a series of videos, but I'm gonna just break it down into 3 per video because I thought 10 or 12 on a video would be way too much and way too long because I tend to talk a lot. I'm the Pajama Grandma. I got lots to say. So I'm gonna just share 3 quick ones on this video, and then I'll make another video if y'all like it. If you don't want to know more ways to mitigate the cost of any type of investment you want to make for your business, then don't listen and don't comment, and I won't produce the others. I won't tell you the other secret ways to make sure that anything you invest in is going to pay you back at least tenfold ROI, return on investment. So I want to start with an area where most of us, almost any business owner, will say they need improvement or they want more of. And that's the areas of customer acquisition, getting customers, getting your ideal clients coming to you. Every business owner I've ever talked to, I've never met a business owner that says, I've got too many customers, I don't want any more. Never met one. If there is one, if that's you, go ahead, put in the comments below. I got way too many customers, I don't want any more. I would love to hear that. But the vast majority, like it is in all the business owners I've ever chatted with or had a talk with or discussion with, have said, I need more customers, I need more sales, we're dying here, or we can produce a lot more, especially in manufacturing. We've got excess capacity, we could serve 100 more customers or 10 more customers, or how many ever it is for your specific business or your industry. And again, it's different for all of us. I had a sweet spot in the Italian food business, the number of customers I wanted to comfortably serve until we wanted to supersize and grow that business. Then we changed our mind on that and wanted more customers. So almost every business wants more customers. So I want to tell you 3 ways that you can get more customers. Number 1, the number 1 way, the secret way, it's not even a secret, is to look inside, look internally at your systems and your procedures and what you do with customers and clients. Are there customers that you have lost that no longer do business with you? Now, some of those relationships might be bad and strained. It might be because you overpromised and underdelivered. That happens to lots of us sometimes. It doesn't happen to me and in my businesses because I grew up in corporate America and had such bad experiences with sales departments overpromising things that we weren't technologically capable of delivering, that is one of my core beliefs. I will never overpromise and underdeliver to people. It drives me crazy. But Are there customers? Do you have a customer list of people that you haven't followed up on? So often, if you've been in business any amount of time, there are people that you haven't followed up with. And it might be because there's all kinds of reasons. It doesn't even matter why, but almost all of us that have ever been in business for a certain period of time have groups of people or lists of people or names or business cards thrown in a file or 3x5 cards somewhere of people that we've done business with or thought about doing business with that we did not follow up on. This list is absolute, or these people, these names are absolute positive gold, because at one time they were interested in what you have to offer, and for whatever reason at the time they didn't take advantage of what it is that you offer, didn't decide to work with you. It's usually more about them and what's going on with them than drives the reason that they didn't work with you than anything about you. Those are the first place we want to go to revisit. We want to reconnect with some of those people in a very authentic way. Pick up the phone, call them, talk to them, ask them what's up, find out what's going on in their life, stalk them on social media, see what's going on in their life, and then contact them. But explore and see if there's an opportunity for them to do business with you again. Chances are your products and services, things that you offer, have changed, and that gives you a reason to want to reconnect with these folks too. But that list, we used to call it the dead letter file, or things that would be returned in the real estate industry when we would get addresses changed and things back. We still knew that context, the person was out there. It's just we needed to add more resources and more research behind getting their new address. And sometimes you're gonna have to do that, especially with email. Email addresses, people change those all the time. So if you've got a list of emails that's over a year old, chances are the vast majority of that is not current, not good. And you're gonna have to get resourceful and find ways to get the correct contact information for folks. But that is absolute gold. If you've got that, or a client or customer that you're working with has a list like that, that is the place you should always start for looking for customers, or to just ramp up and get some new blood flowing into the organization. The second thing I like to do is I like to share the results of some of the other people that I've had and that I've worked with, share some testimonials or case studies. And I usually do this on social media. I will just share a case study, and I will really, it's all from the perspective of my client and what they were able to do, because what I teach them and show them is just a little piece of it. Anybody can be successful with the things that I teach and share. Most people won't be. Well, most of mine are, because I don't take them if it looks like they're not going to be successful and not take action. But the vast majority of people that buy courses, buy books, buy or do anything, don't do anything with it. I can't remember the horrible statistic about the number of unread books, it's actually the percentage of books that are actually opened and read. It's like 3 or 7% or something. It's just abysmally low. It's like, if you're going to buy a course, why wouldn't you do it? If you're going to buy a book, why wouldn't you read it? Now, I will admit I'm guilty of that, because I buy hundreds of books a year, so I don't read them all. I get to them when I get to them. Sometimes I'll buy 20 books at a time because I'm interested in diving deep into a topic, and then I'll read 3 or 4 and I'll be like, yeah, this isn't the direction I want to go, and then they just kind of sit on the bookshelf. So the second thing to do is share a testimonial or a case study of a successful, somebody you've helped get a result. Share that result, and then let people know that you've got the opportunity and the time in your schedule to work with a few more people, or you can take a few more clients, or you're looking for more people to come to your restaurant. Whatever it is, whatever's appropriate. Share an experience, share a couple of reviews off one of the review sites. If you're a restaurant, for example, and say, hey, come on in, check it out. Or and if you message me, I will give you X prize for showing up. Or surprise people when they do come in and they mention your social posting. There's all kinds of creative ways you can do that. But just use your accounts to actually edify other people, edify your customers, and how awesome it is to work with you. Instead of bragging up yourself, because nobody wants to hear that crap, edify other people and the experience they've had with you. And that in turn, of course, will edify you. But share other people's stories. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. They just want to know how you can help them. I did a video a couple of weeks ago about the 3 questions people that want to work with you ask and are always asking in their head. And that is, you can go look that up. It's in my Facebook page somewhere. But there's 3 questions. They want to know, what result can you get them? Will it work for them? And how long is it going to take? If you can answer those 3 questions in your prospect or potential client's mind or potential customer's mind, then they're much more likely to get involved with you, do business with you, come to your business, participate in whatever it is that you're trying to offer them. And the next one is so the first one is, it's a friend of mine, Landon Porter, taught me this, and he calls it the Gorilla 2-step, but I call it the Supersize 2-step. And basically you share that story, and in that step 1, and in step 2, you let people know that you have open capacity or a chance for them to get involved with you and your business for, just a short-term basis. You want them to know that it's scarce. There's not a whole lot of time in your schedule or your spots or at your business, but that you've got a couple of openings and you would love for them to just direct message you or something. And then the other thing that I always encourage people to do when they want to get more people in their business is to actually look at your sales process and see if there are any holes in it. See if there's anything that you're missing. See if you're maybe saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing when you're talking to people. So often we say way too much or not enough or the wrong thing, and we actually turn people off from buying or spending money or getting involved with us in our business. And I think it comes back to now, as I've changed the course of my business and the type of business that I'm in, it's very different sales conversation than it was when I was doing the Italian food business, for example. But I was sort of that way in the Italian food business too. We didn't just do business with anybody. Potential clients or potential retail or restaurant accounts had to actually contact me and talk to me and go through a conversation, which was much like the sales conversation that I recommend to my coaching clients now to have with their potential customers, or especially in the B2B realm and in the coaching type environments. If you want to be a coach or a speaker or something, it's a different conversation than if you're selling fireworks at a fireworks stand or widgets in Home Depot, whatever it is. It's a different conversation. If you're selling physical products, there's really not a whole lot of selling that has to go along with that. There's either people want it or they don't. They know if it'll meet their needs or it won't. It's a lot more cut and dried and clear cut decision. So the sales conversation is different in that instance. But the sales conversation, number one, I think you need to take control of the sales conversation and understand and realize that what you have to offer is really, really valuable. And if you don't believe that, then you probably need to make a change of course, a change in business or something. I'm just going to assume that you absolutely know that you've got the best product or service in the whole wide world and that you really can help and transform people's lives. And then that conversation becomes very different. It's more you asking them questions. Number one, ask them questions to find out what it is that they need and want. Where are they? Are they even in a position to work with you? For example, I don't work with startups anymore. I mean, I've helped a lot of startup companies, but I find it exhausting. And so I personally, at my age and in my pajamas, I don't want to work with new startups. I don't want to work with people that haven't figured out what they want to do for their business and haven't actually tried some things, taken some action, figured out some things that work, figured out some other things that don't work. And so that's a screening process for me. By asking them questions, I find out where are they in their process and what are the things that are really giving them headaches and challenges, and how, if I don't ask those questions, I don't know how I can help them. I don't know how I can speak to them in a way that is all about them, because it is all about them, and how I can actually help them make the transformation that they want to make. Not the transformation I would want to make or I want them to make, the transformation the business owner wants to make, because that's all that really matters for me. Now I'm speaking in terms of my own business, but you'll have to think of it in terms of your business. So it becomes a conversation that I actually outline the process of what we're going to do on the sales call before I ever, as soon as I get on the phone with anybody. I was going to say before I get on the phone with them, but I don't really outline it before I get on the phone with them. I do have a screening process and a system that people go through before they get me on the phone. But once I'm talking to someone, the process I go through is I ask some questions. I figure out where the heck they're at and where the heck they want to go. Then I find out what is their biggest challenge, what's going on that they want help with or that they think that they need help with. Because sometimes the problem that people have or think they have isn't really the problem that's causing it. And what they're looking at is really just a symptom of an underlying problem or situation that needs to be corrected first. I'm a big root cause person. It comes from my quality background. I have to find the root cause of things so that we can put systems and procedures in place to make sure it doesn't happen in the future. So it's a conversation. It's a discussion about what works and what do they need. Then I can offer up some suggestions, give them a little clue about what we do and what I can do for them, or what I see based on our conversation so far, what I think I can help them with. Then I let them ask questions and get clarification again of me and how things work. And then if it makes sense, if we've had a good conversation and it makes sense and I know I can help them, I will not work with anyone that I don't think is ready, or that I know that I don't think that I could 100% help. And I'm talking tenfold their results right now. If I can't help somebody get tenfold what they're doing right now, I'm not going to take them on as a client. That's me and my business. Now you, if you're selling restaurants or real estate, you have totally different criteria in how you will or will not take people on as a client. But I'm older and I like to think a little bit wiser than I was in my youth. And I am a lot pickier now about who I will and will not work with. If somebody gives me a bad time or is negative in my estimation, or too egotistical or not open to learn and grow and doesn't think I can help them, then I'm not going to offer up my services. I'm never, ever going to convince anyone that they should work with me. Either you want to or you don't. Either you get me or you don't. Either I can help you or you don't think I can. And it's all whether you think I can or not. If you don't think I can help you, then please don't get involved with me and don't work with me, because we'll just end up frustrated. So those are the three methods. Control the sales conversation. You decide if you're going to work with somebody or not. 2, share an awesome case study or testimonials from successful clients that you've had, and then let people know that you've got some available capacity. And 3, go to that dead letter file, that dead letter list, whatever you might have, and follow up with people. Let them know that you're available, and ask them if they're still interested in the things that you've talked about in the past, or let them know of new services or features or benefits or things that are available now to doing business with you. That's it. Have a fantastic day. I will talk to you again soon. If I get any comments that, yeah, you guys like this shows you how you can get more customers. Okay, and let me tie this in for you in case it's not clear. Getting more customers means more income. More income means you have more assets that you can invest in your business's growth and development. Just like you would invest in yourself, your own education, your personal development, you need to invest in your business's growth and development. You need to find people that are doing what you want to do so that you can supersize your business. Bottom line. And in order to do that, it's always better if you've got the funds to cover it up front than if you're scrambling or putting it on credit or some kind of things like that. Now, I know in my businesses, cash flow always ebbed and flowed. So it was always a matter of what do we want to invest our money in now? Is it more raw materials? Is it education? Is it more technology? Is it more systems? But everybody's business is different. So I want to give you some tools in your toolbox that you can offset and actually create the investment money before you get involved in our programs and supersizing your business, because that always feels better. My ex-husband and I were involved in real estate and real estate coaching. And whenever we got involved in a coaching program, we always went into that program with at least 3 times the cost, the investment price of that program worth of deals before we started the program at all. So for example, we did a $50,000 coaching program, and we went into that with 3 real estate deals that we knew any one of them could make us at least that investment back. But we did 3, and then we did 7 more. And we were extremely happy with the investment that we made in that coaching program. So that's the kind of thing I want to provide for you. I want to give you options to have either the deals or the plans or the money already achieved in your business before we even get started, that cost or that investment cost, so that everything you get out of the program is 100% or more ROI, return on your investment. That's it. Have a fantastic day. Thanks for listening. I will talk to you soon, and see you on the inside of Supersizing Your Business. Pajama Grandma out.